Good evening, everybody, and welcome. It is time for El Dorado Bronco baseball on a cloudy and hot night here in El Dorado. Kurt Caden with you from McDonald Stadium. It's game 3 of the series between the El Dorado Broncos and the Derby Twins. The Broncos won here on Tuesday night 8-7, and then last night in a rain-shortened 5+ innings, Derby knocked off El Dorado 7-5. Now, we will have to wait and see how much of this game we're going to get in, just looking at the radar, and you can probably see on your computer, or if you have it hooked up to your TV, off there to the north and a little bit to the west, some pretty severe thunderstorms are bearing down on El Dorado. We're hoping they're going to try to skirt east, but there is a lot of action coming our way. So let's see what we can get done. Let's run down the lineups for you for the Broncos out in the field. From left field is John Laguerre, center field Kyle Barfield, and in right field Ben Olson. On the infield tonight, Josh Riggs at third base, Tyler Bailey is at shortstop, Mason Goat at second base, and Colton Schenker is at first base. Catching tonight is Aaron Mack. And on the hill, Sam Capps. For the Derby Twins, their batting lineup looks like this. Michael Urquidy will lead off. Noah Bland bats second. Batting third, Jacob Means. Fourth is Anthony Dominguez. Batting fifth, Tyler Myers. Batting sixth is Davis Elliott. Seventh, Jonathan Fernandez. Catcher Lane Borland will bat eighth, and the shortstop Connor Basler bats ninth. Ken Jarrett is the manager of the Derby Twins, and Toby Reuter, the manager for the El Dorado Broncos. Sam Capps will wind and deal. First pitch of the night outside for ball one. Great to have you tuned in tonight. Capps, a right-handed pitcher. And Urquidy skies this one into foul territory. Josh Riggs, I could hear him call it from here, catches it just barely on the foul side of third base. And that's the first out of the night. And that'll bring up Noah Bland. Sam Capps, a pitcher from Smithville, Missouri. And he goes to Fort Hays University. 6'1", 180. And a right-handed pitcher. Goes from the windup. And he'll deal with Noah Bland, who hits one out into center field. First pitch swinging. Kyle Barfield has it for the second out. Well, if we can keep it going like this, maybe we can get at least 5 in. Severe thunderstorm warnings all around Kansas. Jacob Means batting third, and he looks at strike one. So no balls and a strike. Our first pitch temperature tonight, 87 degrees. Feels like 94. Winds out of the south-southeast. They say 12 miles an hour, although looking at the American flag, not even blowing at all right now. Means laces one over Bailey's head into center field, and that's a 2-out single for Jacob Means. A little bit off the end of the bat, but it's strong enough to punch that out into the outfield. So that'll bring up Anthony Dominguez. We did not see Dominguez here Tuesday night. Out of Fort Worth, Texas, goes to Abilene Christian University, left-handed batter. And the first pitch from Capps is low, ball one. No score. We're in the top half of the first inning. 2 outs for the Twins. Sam Capps has his sign and delivers. And that one dives down low, ball 2. Capps on the season, 8 innings pitched, 7 hits. He's given up 4 runs, all earned, 3 walks and 4 strikeouts, and he comes in with a record of 0-1. The Broncos now 5-6 on the season. There's a sharp single into right field. Olson dropped it, but able to get it back in as the runner Means had pulled up at second base. So the first two retired and now two singles, and that'll bring up Tyler Myers for the Twins. Tyler Myers from Houston, Texas, goes to Paris Community College. Runners at first and second with two away, and that pitch shot of the zone for ball one. Tough break for the Broncos last night in the sixth inning. El Dorado had runners at first and second, tying runs on base, but the rains came and the game was called, and it was an official game. And so the Twins got the win. So these two teams have been very competitive. An 8-7 win for El Dorado here Tuesday night, a 7-5 Derby win last night. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch from Caps stays high, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Good to have Gina and Dale Short back in the press box after a visit to San Antonio. Raced home for the game tonight and hoping to avoid rain. 2 balls and a strike, and the pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. Means at second base, Dominguez at first. A little different looking infield for El Dorado tonight. Riggs at third, Schenker at first, and Mack behind the plate. And the 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. So for the Twins, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they left 2 men on base. We'll head to the home half of the first. It's Derby 0, El Dorado. And welcome back here to El Dorado. Let's take a look at the batting order and the Twins in the field. For the Broncos, batting order looks like this. Tyler Bailey will lead off. John Laguerre bats second. Kyle Barfield is third. Aaron Mack, the hero here Tuesday night, bats fourth. Colton Schenker will bat fifth. Mason Goad batting sixth. Tanner White is the DH tonight. He bats seventh. Josh Riggs will bat eighth. And Ben Olson will bat ninth. Field, they have Bland in left, Urquidy in center, and Dominguez in right. Means is at third base, Bassler at short, Elliott at second, and Fernandez at first. Behind the plate is Borland, and pitching tonight for the Derby Twins is Nick Skeffington, left-handed pitcher, and the first pitch in there for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Bailey fouls this one out of play. So no balls and 2 strikes to Bailey. Had a good night here on Tuesday and had a notion held, and it's ball 1. The pitcher, Nick Skeffington from Arlington, Texas, goes to Abilene Christian University. And the 1-2 pitch. Bailey lifts this one to second base, and Elliott camps under it and has the first out. So, all of a sudden, the winds, so often out of the south, all of a sudden are whipping around, and they are blowing, it's blowing in from the north right at us right now. So we've just had a big wind shift here in El Dorado. And it's starting to blow pretty good. No balls and a strike. 99% of the time, the wind out of the south here. And that's Dorado. And oh boy, it just got really a lot cooler here too. A lot of cold air blowing in all of a sudden. No balls and 2 strikes to Laguerre. Difficult batting situation here. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Wind really howling and out in front of that system that's bearing down on El Dorado. Hopefully, if it gets here, it'll blow through quickly. And Laguerre, a swing and a miss, and a strikeout for Skeffington. So 2 away. And Kyle Barfield, boy, it feels like someone turned the air conditioning on. And they've already, the youth games going on down the, just over into right field, past beyond right field there. They are calling them off, and they are heading out. Of course, there's not a lot of off days. They really like to try to get these games in, and so hopefully we won't see a lot of rain here. Kyle Barfield drops one into left field. That's a base hit, and the first hit of the night for El Dorado. So much like Derby did. First 2 Twins got retired, and then they strung together a couple of hits before a strikeout of Myers. So here is Aaron Mack. Mack from Newman University, and he looks at strike 1. Mack on the season, he's hitting .308, leads the team in home runs with 3. And the 0-1 pitch from Skeffington. Mack got clipped by that one, and Mack, that's we got hit here twice on Tuesday, and now he gets hit by a pitch. So the Broncos with runners at first and second, and here comes Colton Schenker. Colton Schenker from just down the road in Augusta goes to Labette County Community College, 6 foot 180. And Schenker comes in batting .391. And the pitch, low, ball 1. Very dark, ominous clouds, as you can see. Now, if it starts raining, I'll keep the stream going, but I'll probably close the window in front because I'm going to guess the wind's going to blow it up here. Back to the pitcher. Skeffington fields his position nicely. Runs over to first, flips it over there to Fernandez, and the Broncos are done here in the first inning. No runs, a hit. There were no errors and 2 men left on base. We're through 1 inning from El Dorado. Broncos and Twins, no score. Back in a moment here on YouTube. Well, we'll see how far we can go here as the storm really bearing down on us here. A lot of these kids who aren't from Kansas probably got a good taste of our Kansas weather last night as they got rained out, and talked to one of the Broncos. There's a foul ball. Talked to Mitch McIntyre. Mitch went to State, so he's probably somewhat familiar with Kansas storms here in June. He said on the way home from Derby, they pulled underneath some cover as they received some pretty good hail. We're supposed to get 70-mile-an-hour winds and hail here as this storm prepares to blow through. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Davis Elliott. And the pitch from Caps is low, ball 1. Two balls, 2 strikes. Sam Caps dealing with Davis Elliott, and that pitch high. That was just interesting seeing that flag blow towards the Derby dugout there, towards first base. Almost always either blowing out or blowing out towards center and left field. Elliott spoils that pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Caps just missed, and it's ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Elliott. And here comes Jonathan Fernandez. Keep on checking my radar here. Clouds really moving. Storm moving around 40 miles an hour. And the pitch, that's in there for strike 1. Boy, all of a sudden a whole lot of wind, a big wind gust here. You can probably see that if you look out at the scoreboard. That American flag was really outstretched. Here comes the 0-1. Now they'll throw over to first. I don't see rain just yet, but it is, well, yeah, it might be raining now. A lot of dust being blown around from this. And the pitch, no, out of the zone. Max threw it on to second, gets into center field. So a stolen base for Davis Elliott. Caps' hat blew off and blew all the way to the first base coach. And now Tyler Bailey's hat blows off. It is really blowing here, folks. I'm not sure if your screen tells the story accurately enough. I'm looking up at the lights trying to see if a whole lot of dust. I don't think it's raining, but a whole lot of dust is blowing right now. Right at us, right into our face, right into the batter's face and the catcher. Boy, what a tough job to catch right now. 1 ball and 1 strike to Fernandez. And we are just on the edge of a pretty strong thunderstorm. 2 balls and a strike. We're in the top of the 2nd inning, no score. Broncos head to Oklahoma City tomorrow. 3-game series against the Indians. And then, folks, we'll be on the air with you next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But it looks like rain. It's so interesting. And now here's one hit out into center field. Barfield able to glove that one for the first out. Barfield kept waiting to see, was that going to take off? Was the wind going to push it back? And he did a good job, hit right at him. Here comes Lane Borland. Storm probably about 10 miles away right now. But the leading edge of it, that wind shift line, is certainly blown in. First pitch to Borland is in there for strike one. So no balls and a strike. And the pitch, that's high and tight, ball one. Fans trying to come up higher underneath the cover here. One ball and one strike to Lane Borland. Davis Elliott walked and stole second. He's down at second base with one out. And the pitch from Capps got past Mack and over to third base will be Elliott. So the Twins with a scoring chance here. Runner at third base with one away. Lane Borland, the number 8 batter in the lineup for the Twins, has a 2-ball and 1-strike count. And the 2-1 pitch fouled off. Aunt Sally from up there in Michigan wanting to know if Josh Riggs is at third. Yes, he is. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Borland. And the pitch fouled, and will it stay in? And it will. Schenker has it. And Aaron Mack had drifted over towards the dugout and then raced back to home just in case the runner Elliott thought about coming in to try to score. So a big out there. And now 2 away for Connor Basler. Aunt Sally, you nailed it right. Here's a pitch by Basler, foul out of play. She said, holy Kansas thunderstorm. Yeah, that's, if you look at your radar and find El Dorado, you're going to see a big dark red patch just north and west of us. And it is raining right now. Pitch got past Mack. There's going to be a play at the plate. No, there isn't. Sliding in without a throw is Elliott. I don't know if Mack didn't have a grip of it or what, just didn't flip it. And so Derby leads 1-0. So 1 ball and 1 strike. And that pitch high, 2-1. By the way, the wind is blowing. It's blowing right into the Twins dugout. And so many times visiting team is up there against the screen, and tonight most of them are well behind the screen. Capps puts that one in there for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The infield here at McDonald Stadium is turf. The outfield is grass, and that'll be the concern if we get a lot of rain. The turf will be fine. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Capps just missed on that 2-2 pitch, and now Basler, no surprise, something blowing into his eyes. Boy, really tough right now on the catcher and the batter. And the 3-2, hit up the middle. Goad ranges over, has it, fires over to first, and retires Basler. Nice play by Goad. No runs on no hits. Excuse me, 1 run on no hits. No errors. Nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Derby. And we'll wait and see. Let's see the Derby pitcher and catcher are out there, but no one else is joining them. We'll just keep it right here. Are they going to keep going here? The wind coming in sheets right now. Just really, it's blowing, not coming straight down. It is blowing right across. I'm not sure if it's picking up very good. I'm trying to dry off my keyboard as rain's coming in. Make sure everything's all right here. So the El Dorado Broncos currently trailing there we go. Doug Bell, general manager of the Broncos, and there we go. We're having a little trouble with my equipment, right? We have gone to a rain delay here, as you can tell. Rain coming in pretty hard right now. So what we'll do is we'll keep the stream going, and we'll come back. We'll come back and talk to you. Of the Derby Twins, we're in the bottom. Going, but this will be probably a fairly lengthy rain delay, and hopefully we're able to play baseball tonight. Bottom of the second inning, Derby leads 1-0. We're in rain delay. More play-by-play shortly. You're watching and listening to Bronco Baseball here on YouTube. And welcome back, everybody. Kurt Caden from McDonald Stadium. And just too much rain coming down, so this is going to be a rain out, and Derby is back here in 13 days, and so we'll play a doubleheader on June 28th. It'll be a 2 7-inning games on that night. So that will do it for us here tonight. Thanks for the emails. And we will wish the Broncos good luck on the weekend as they head to Oklahoma City. And our next broadcast here will be on Tuesday night. A lot of games next week here on YouTube, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll have them all for you here on YouTube. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you Tuesday. You've been watching and listening to Bronco Baseball on YouTube.